Daddy was a hard, callous working man, like most men mostly ignored. 6 days a week he gave to the field, but the seventh he saved for the Lord. Now it's a lot to remember for a boy of that age, but the memory still survives of that hot August Sunday when the world stood still in 1985. Lester Allen Jones preached fire and hell. He preached it at the top of his lungs. The congregation was saved each Sunday by the time his sermon was done. There wasn't anybody he couldn't reach with a word, not a soul he couldn't revive. And not a more respected man was living in 1985. Not like every other Sunday, we drove to the church in the finest we had to wear. Daddy didn't say a word to Mom, Mama just sat and stared. You could cut through the silence in the heat with a knife on that early go-to-meeting drive. It was a different kind of typical Sunday morning in 1985. Lester Allen Jones preached fire and hell like every other sermon before. The plate was passing, the people lined up to shake his hand at the door. And he gave his blessings as the folks walked by. What a great day to be alive. But the second coming came early for the preacher in 1985. There was crying and screaming, probably praying, I can hardly recall. But I remember the shock, I remember the sound of death, I remember the fear of it all. And Mama stood by like a pillar of salt as the sheriff and the lawman arrived. And the folks still talk about the fatal Sunday in 1985. Daddy never saw the child that was born. Mama kept the baby away. He came along right after the trial and Daddy died in 88. But I believe my daddy must have planned it that way. I think he knew all along that my brother would grow up to be a man and look a lot like Reverend Joe. It's a lot to remember for a boy of that age, but the memory still survives of that hot August Sunday when my daddy shot the preacher in 1985.